Have you ever found yourself completely puzzled, trying to figure out if someone is interested in you? They send mixed signals, one moment warm and engaging, the next distant and reserved. It can be a real emotional roller coaster. But what if I told you that this confusion isn't always a sign of disinterest? Sometimes the most telling signs are the ones she's actively trying to hide. Today, we're going to explore this through the lens of Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches us to observe, understand, and remain steady in the face of uncertainty. We'll uncover 7 subtle signs that a woman might like you even when she's trying her best not to show it. By the end of this video, you'll have a new perspective on reading these complex signals and navigating the early stages of attraction with wisdom and confidence. So, let's begin with the first sign, what I call the glance and away phenomenon. This isn't just a quick, accidental look. It's more deliberate. You might catch her looking at you from across the room, and the moment your eyes meet, she quickly looks away, perhaps acting preoccupied with her phone or a friend. A Stoic approach here is not to jump to conclusions or feel rejected. Instead, we observe the pattern. As Marcus Aurelius advised, we should focus on what is happening, not on our interpretation of it. The fact is, she looked. The quick turn away might be due to shyness, a fear of vulnerability, or simply not wanting to appear too eager. It's a classic sign of internal conflict, the desire to connect warring with the instinct to protect oneself. So, if you notice this happening repeatedly, don't be discouraged. See it for what it is, a subtle indicator of interest that she is not quite ready to reveal. The second sign is all about her body language, but not in the way you might think. You often look for open, inviting gestures, but a sign she is hiding her feelings can be the exact opposite. Slightly closed off or nervous body language, specifically when you are around. Maybe she crosses her arms, fidgets with her jewelry, or avoids direct physical proximity, even while engaged in a pleasant conversation with you. From a Stoic perspective, we must differentiate this from general disinterest. Pay attention to context. Is she this way with everyone, or does her demeanor shift when you enter her space? If she is generally relaxed and open with others, but becomes a bit more guarded and tense around you, it's a strong clue. This isn't a get away from me signal. It's often a sign that your presence has a significant effect on her, making her self-conscious and hyper-aware. She's trying to control her outward reaction, which, ironically, reveals the very feelings she's trying to conceal. Now, for our third sign, which is one of my favorites because it's so counterintuitive. She teases you, okay? But this isn't mean-spirited or critical teasing. It's light, playful, and often about trivial things, okay? She might playfully mock your favorite sports team, your unique taste in music, or a funny habit you have. The Stoic philosopher, Epictetus, reminds us that it's not things that disturb us, but our interpretation of them. So, instead of getting defensive, see this for what it is, a safe way for her to engage with you, to create a private joke, and to build a connection without a grand, vulnerable declaration of feelings. Playful teasing requires attention to detail. She has to notice these things about you in the first place. It's a low-risk way to test the waters and see how you react. If she's singling you out for this kind of good-natured ribbing, it's a very positive sign that she enjoys your company and wants to build a fun and engaging dynamic. Let's move on to the fourth sign. She remembers the little things. Did you mention a book you were reading a few weeks ago? For a minor problem you were having at work? A woman who is trying to hide her interest might not bring these things up in a big, obvious way. Instead, she might subtly drop it into a later conversation. For example, she could ask, "Hey, how did that project at work ever turn out?" Or, "Did you ever finish that book you were so excited about?" This demonstrates a powerful level of attentiveness. It's in our busy, distracted world. Remembering small details about someone is a conscious choice. It shows that when you speak, she is truly listening and values what you have to say. From a Stoic standpoint, we look at actions over words. Her action of remembering and following up is a far greater testament to her interest than any fleeting compliment. She's investing mental energy in you, and that's a resource no one gives away lightly. Sign number 5 is that her friends act differently when you're around. This is a big one. You might be talking in a group, and when you approach, her friends suddenly get quiet, exchange knowing glances, or find an excuse to leave the two of you alone. Or they might be extra friendly and inquisitive towards you, trying to subtly vet you on her behalf. Her friends are her inner circle, her trusted confidants. Chances are, if she likes you, they know about it. Their behavior is a reflection of the conversations they've had when you weren't there. A Stoic observes the entire environment, not just the individual. By paying attention to how her social circle reacts to your presence, you can gather a wealth of information. Their awkward silences or not so subtle nudges are often a clearer sign of her feelings than anything she might say or do herself. The 6th sign is a fascinating paradox. She downplays any compliment you give her. Let us say you tell her she did an amazing job on a presentation, or that you really like her outfit. Someone who is indifferent or just a friend might simply say thank you and move on. But a woman who is hiding her feelings for you might get a bit flustered. She might blush, change the subject, or say something self-deprecating like, "Oh, it was nothing," or "this old thing." This isn't a rejection of your compliment. It's a sign that your validation has a much stronger impact on her. Your opinion matters more, and that makes her nervous and unsure how to react gracefully. She's trying to maintain her composure to appear unaffected and cool, but the compliment has hit its mark. Her attempt to deflect is actually a sign of how much your words mean to her. Finally, we arrive at our 7th and most crucial sign. She seeks your opinion and values your intellect. This goes beyond casual conversation. She will specifically ask for your thoughts on important decisions, whether it's about her career, a personal project, or a complex problem she's facing. This is a profound gesture of respect. When a woman actively seeks your perspective, she is communicating that she sees you as more than just a friend. She sees you as an equal, a potential partner whose judgment she trusts. In a world full of superficial interactions, this is a deep form of connection. A Stoic values wisdom and reason above all. And when someone recognizes and seeks out that part of you, it's a powerful indicator of genuine admiration. She isn't just interested in your looks or your charm. She is interested in your mind. And that is the foundation for something truly meaningful. So there you have it. 7 signs a woman might be interested in you, even when she's trying to keep it under wraps. From the quick glance away to seeking your intellectual input, these signals require a Stoic-like patience and observation to decipher. Remember, the key is not to fixate on any single sign, but to look for patterns and consider the context. Attraction is complex, and people express it in many different, often contradictory ways. By remaining calm, observant, and focusing on actions rather than your own anxious interpretations, you can navigate these social waters with much more clarity and confidence. Understand these signs not as a game to be won, but as a deeper insight into the subtleties of human connection. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope this gives you a new lens through which to view your interactions. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more insights on psychology, philosophy, and relationships. Let me know in the comments if any of these signs resonated with you. I always appreciate hearing your stories. Till next time, stay observant and stay steady.